Ah, I was just wondering what to do with myself. I'm glad you came along. The first unit were all here just now. They set off for the pleasure district together. That crowd loved nothing more than the entertainment of geisha. I, however, well, I'm not the only soldier who doesn't enjoy the pleasure district, but the rest of them prefer to indulge in the company of those closer to home. I don't belong to either group. To be honest, with most people, I feel like I'm speaking a different language. Truly? Well, I'm glad to hear it. That's certainly preferable to the alternative. I would say I'm perfectly content to converse with you, as we're doing now. I have no desire for anything further. Though I suppose that would only amount to ordinary friendship. I've watched as my comrades find someone to treasure. Perhaps this will be true of us in time. That eventually leads to lying together. Because love turns to passion. Oh, what's that face for? Did I say something wrong? I've been thinking I'd like to spend some time, just the two of us, where nobody can interrupt. Why don't you take me to your place? Then lead the way. Do you remember the conversation we had recently? It keeps on going round in my mind, right in the middle of training. Ishikata could see I was distracted and asked me about it. I found I could not hide it, so I told him of our relationship. He was happy for me. He said I've grown. I doubt he'd have been so forgiving with the others. He's always seen me as something of a younger brother, you see? But then he told me that it wouldn't do for things between us to be left so undefined. He said I was a full-grown man who needed to conduct suitably adult relationships. I knew I could count on you. Then please, teach. Be gentle with me. Before we fell for each other, I never even imagined myself doing something like this. But now that I'm experiencing it, it's truly invigorating. But in a way unlike the thrill of life or death combat. I had expected to find this kind of thing difficult, but with you as my partner, that's simply not the case. Let me be certain. You were the right choice for a lover. Now I know that I too have these desires. Now I have another reason to live on. That's your fault, you know?